in this chapter about retouching. Let's go to the folder called Remove Tool. Then let's open the photo of Mary by clicking and dragging the file to Photoshop. In this photo, the goal is to remove the pimples on the face of Mary. For that, I'm going to use a magical tool called the Remove tool. The Remove tool will use artificial intelligence to remove the unwanted elements. This is one of the best tools to remove elements with Photoshop. Okay, let's go to the toolbar on the left, right-click. As you can see, there are a lot of retouching tools, such as the patch tool, the spot healing brush tool. But again, the most powerful tool is the Remove tool. As you can see, there are some stars around the icon of the tool. So let's choose the Remove tool. Then I need to adjust the size of the brush. This tool is kind of a brush, but a magical brush. For that, I can go at the top in the options bar. Then I can click and drag on the text that says size. Click and drag to the left or to the right to adjust the size of the brush. When I hover over the image, I can see the circle, which is the size of the brush. Let's choose a value about 100 pixels. And at the top, in this case, I need to check this option right here, remove after each stroke. So I'm going to check this option, alright? Then I can click directly on this big pimple. Release the click. Now Photoshop uses artificial intelligence to remove the pimple. Now let's zoom in to see the result better. Press down the Alt key or Option on Mac, then scroll the mouse wheel up. And as you can see, the result is absolutely perfect. I can also remove this pimple with only one click, and it's done. As simple as that. As you can see, the texture of the skin is totally preserved. It's perfect. Now, for these two pimples, I'm going to adjust the size of the tool. I'm going to use the shortcut with the keyboard and the mouse. I press down the Alt key or Option on Mac, hold down the right click of the mouse, then click and drag the mouse to the left or to the right to change the size of the tool. That's the shortcut. It's quick and precise. Release the click, then I can click or paint directly on the pimple to remove the pimple. As simple as that. The pimple is removed and the texture of the skin is totally preserved. Then just click or paint to remove the pimple. As you can see, the result is totally mind-blowing. I'm going to double-click on the hand tool to see the entire image. Then let's go to the history panel. At the bottom, I'm going to create a new snapshot right here. Let me show you the before. This is the before and this is the after. Just like that. Okay, that was the first example. Now let me show you another example. I'm going to open the Remove Tools folder, then click and drag the photo of Pierre next to the first tab, alright? Now the photo of Pierre is opened. In this image, the goal is to remove totally the subject. But this image is more complex. There are a lot of reflections, lights and shadows, especially on the water. So let's try this magical tool, the Remove tool. I'm going to go to the left, right-click, then choose the Remove tool, right here. Be sure to select the good tool. In the options bar, I'm going to adjust the size of this magical brush, maybe about 50 pixels. In this case, I need to uncheck this option right here, remove after each stroke. So now I can paint, release the click, and Photoshop doesn't calculate. So I can take my time and paint over the subject. Just like that, release the click. I can continue painting over the subject, on the legs, right here, the other leg. Don't forget to paint inside the subject. And I exceed a little bit. This is my area of calculation. The purple area is my area of calculation. As simple as that. Now let's launch the calculation. I can click at the top on this check mark right here, or I can hit enter. Photoshop calculates using artificial intelligence, and as you can see, the result is perfect. It's absolutely mind-blowing. You can see now the power of artificial intelligence, which is very time saver. If I want, I can paint again. To improve the result, I can apply the changes by clicking on the check mark, and it's better, the color is removed. I can paint over this object to remove this object, hit enter to validate. Each time I paint, the result is better. Now let me show you another way to do so. I can paint directly on the subject in one time, paint around the subject, release the click, and the purple area is filled automatically. It's quick and easy because I don't paint inside the purple area. Photoshop calculates and it's done. That's perfect. To conclude, the Remove tool is impressive and powerful. It uses artificial intelligence, so it's quick and easy. It's one of the best tools to remove elements with Photoshop. Voila, that's all for this lesson.